You're watching Pesto English, and guess who's back with me? It's Sam!
It's me again. How is your studying going?
We're here today to help you with your studying, your preparation for the CELPIP test. If you watched our last live feedback video, we did part 5, which means now we're gonna do part 6.
Part 6.
Part 6 is dealing with a difficult situation. So when you get the question, they will tell you a situation where you have to make a choice between two difficult options.
It sounds very difficult for me.
Well, it's a difficult situation, so you can expect the question will be difficult. If you want to know how to answer the question, watch our speaking video guide. You can find the link on the top right of your screen.
Yeah, I took a peek at your video before I came here.
That means you're prepared. I can't wait to see what you're gonna say.
I'm not sure how it's gonna go, but I will do my best.
Alright, I like that. So we can get started. So just to let our viewers know, for this task, you will have 60 seconds to prepare and then another 60 seconds to speak.
Okay, 60 seconds for preparation and 60 seconds to speak.
Right. You will get two options. You have to pick one of them.
Okay.
Now, I'm going to show you the question. Here you go.
Hi Marcus, there is something that I would like to talk. A month ago, I was asked by you if I could attend your appreciation event. I said yes to this, but I'm so sorry to tell you I won't be able to come to your event. It's because on the same day, there will be an important presentation that I have to prepare for another event. I already asked other coworkers who could deal with the presentation, but I realized that only I myself can do this. I have been working on the field for a long time and very familiar with it. I cannot help but do this. You know, your appreciation event is also important to me, but unfortunately, I won't be there. If there's another event in the future, I will come for sure. I'm so sorry about that. Marcus, how was my answer?
Good. It could be better, but I think that's a good starting point. And now, let's see what we can do differently to make it better.
Okay, I'm excited.
Okay, we'll begin now.
Okay.
You begin with, "Hi Marcus, there's something that I would like to talk." But there's just one missing word here at the end. Of course, you need to put about, because the phrase talk about can't be separated.
What are you talking about? We usually put about.
Yeah, if you hear, "Oh, what are you talking?" That's not
Yes.
how it's supposed to
That
be.
sounds weird.
Right, so there's something I would like to talk about. A month ago, I was asked by you if I could attend your appreciation event. So grammatically, there's nothing wrong with it, but rather than saying I was asked by you, it's more natural to use you asked me. A month ago, you asked me if I could attend your client appreciation event.
I wanted to use passive voice.
Yeah, the thing is because the person who asked you is in front of you, it's kind of strange to use passive voice.
Yeah,
if
that's
it's another person, like a third person, "Oh, I was asked by my boss. Oh, I was asked by my friend. I was asked by my client."
Okay.
That would be okay. But because you're talking to that person right now, avoid using passive voice.
Okay, I see.
I don't see anything wrong with the next one. I say yes to this, but I'm so sorry to tell you I won't be able to come to your event. And because it's an uncomfortable situation, you feel sorry to the person. Of course, we can say something like that. "Oh, I'm sorry to tell you I won't be able to come."
Oh, it sounds okay.
It sounds natural. That's good.
Oh, thank you.
Next sentence. "It's because on the same day, there will be an important presentation that I have to prepare for another event." So when we look at the second clause there, to me, it seems like you have a wordy clause. You say,
Okay.
there will be an important presentation that I have to prepare for another event. You don't need another event at the end. So remove that. If you remove that, it'll be, there'll be an important presentation that I have to prepare for. Or
It's not necessary, right?
yes, because if we split up the clauses, the second clause is I have to prepare for an important presentation. But because we already said that in the first clause, we don't need to repeat it one more time.
I see.
Or you could just simply say, it's because on the same day, I have to give an important presentation. Let's continue. You said, I already asked other coworkers who could deal with the presentation, but I realized that only I myself can do this. There's a contradiction here. Why? Because you said you asked coworkers who could deal with the presentation. So you're saying that your coworkers could do it. But then the second clause, you said that nobody else could do it. Only you could do it. So which one is right? To avoid the contradiction, you could potentially say, I already asked other coworkers who I thought can do the presentation, but I realized that only I myself can do it. Right? So by putting I thought, we're saying that at the time, that was my belief. But then later I realized my belief was not right.
Okay.
The next sentence can use some improvements as well. I've been working on the field for a long time and familiar with it. If I see that, the it at the end refers to the field. You're familiar with the field. But that might not be the most logical sentence. I'd like to suggest this sentence instead. I've been working on the project, or maybe on the presentation, for a long time, and I'm very familiar with it. So the it here is the presentation or the project, not the field. So you're saying that you know very well about the project. I mean, not necessarily the field, but the project itself. That's why other people cannot replace you.
Okay.
Next, I can't help but do this. You know, your appreciation event is also important to me, but unfortunately, I won't be there. Instead, you could say, I can't help but do the presentation. You know, your event is also important to me, but unfortunately, I can't be there, instead of I won't be there. Because you want to tell the person that you're not able to. You're not saying what you're going to do, but you're saying
Not my
that,
will.
yeah, right? I want to,
Yeah,
but I can't. Instead of, oh, I want to, but I won't. So hopefully you can see that difference between saying, I won't be there and I can't be there.
All right.
And for you guys, if you're still not clear about the distinction, feel free to let me know in the comments. Now we've come to the last sentence. If there's another event in the future, I will come for sure. I'm very sorry about that. Do you think there's anything wrong here?
I don't think so.
I agree with you. I think this is good for the closing.
Can you give me another example? Like, for me, it's not easy to wrap up my answer. So can you give me more example about?
Well, because we're talking about dealing with a difficult situation. One easy way that popped in my mind is that we apologize.
Yes.
So what you did there is okay. Oh, I'm really sorry about this, but I think in my other video I also mentioned, because this is a difficult situation, maybe you can offer a solution.
So
With this one, for example, I can say, if you're okay, I could send my assistant, Joanne, to come to your event. So I'm trying to solve the person's problem here by sending an assistant to go there instead of me.
Okay.
Hopefully that will help the person solve his or her problem. And you can always say, thank you for your understanding, or I hope you understand, and say thank you.
Okay.
Right? I think that's a common way for people to apologize.
That's a good idea.
Alright, I guess that's the end of part 6.
Wow.
How do you feel?
It's a long journey for me. Yeah, because I've never answered this kind of question before, but I'm not familiar with answering these questions.
Alright, but from what I see, I think you've come a long way. I've known you for quite some time, and I think your English has improved considerably.
Hopefully.
Be confident, keep practicing, and I guarantee you that you get better. One of the key factors in improving our language skills is consistency. So make sure you study, you practice on a regular basis.
Makes perfect.
Right. Totally. I agree with you 100%. Having said that, if you're new to Presto English, make sure you subscribe to our channel.
Please.
And we'll bring you more videos like this to help you improve your English.
For sure.
See you in the next video, CELPIP Speaking Part 7 with Sam.
I will be back.
Bye.
Bye.